I'm Charis. Today I'll be making a recipe for my cookbook, Cook Your Way Through the SAT. I'll be making Ruby's Belizean red beans, and this is Ruby, she's from Belize.
Hi there.
We're going to make red beans together, and this is a Belizean specialty, and it's really good. So, would you like to get started?
Sure.
Okay, so what we have on our cutting board here, 2 stalks of celery, and she's just going to chop them into small to medium chunks. So, just like that. I'll help her with that. Okay, set that aside. And then we have right here a lot of garlic, and my cookbook, the recipe says you can use 8 cloves of garlic, but we really love garlic, so we're gonna use more. And then we're just gonna mince that up. But everything gets softened down, so you don't really have to worry about the size. And
Okay. Now we take this pepper and we step into small slices. Then put it in. Cut the other piece, Charis. Okay.
And then also just chop these kind of similar to the celery. That looks pretty good, right? Is that how it should look?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're going to come over here to the pot and we're going to add the beans and all of the flavoring. We have 20 cups of water and 8 ounces or a cup of, these are light red kidney beans, so they should look like this. They're about medium-sized beans. And here, you can add all the vegetables. So just add all the vegetables in. Just like that. Alright, now for the spices and herbs, everything. So we actually have a tablespoon of salt, but this is a ton of water, so just keep that in mind. And we have salt. We have, here, I'll do this. We have 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And pepper, about 1 teaspoon, but we just measured out, kind of doesn't really matter. We like it a little bit spicy, so. And then literally a teaspoon of all these, so it's really easy. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, garlic salt, thyme, sage that has been rubbed, and rosemary that has been ground. So you'll notice that we use, these are dried herbs, but if you want to use fresh herbs, you totally can, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to get a spoon out? Now what we do is put everything that's in the pot on high heat, and we're just
What time is it now?
yeah, we just watch the time because it needs to cook for an hour and 15 minutes on high, and then we'll go from there. So just give it a stir and let it cook, and we'll be back when it's ready. Smile. So Ruby has a huge family in Belize. Where are you actually from? What city?
Belize City.
Belize City.
Central America.
Say hi to all of her grandkids and family and everything.
Remember their names.
So she's going to try and remember their names. How many would you think there are?
Oh Lord, I'll tell you. It's about 10.
Now your grandkids and great-grandkids?
Oh Lord, I can't remember the name, Charis. It's too much to remember. It's too much. It's all my grandkids. That's all I can say. Nothing else.
That sums it up.
Yeah.
The beans have cooked for about an hour and 15 minutes, and this is what they should look like. So you can tell that the water has definitely reduced, and now Ruby's going to add some water.
And now we'll add 8 cups of water more. There it goes.
Cover it and cook for about an hour on high heat.
What do you want me to do? Smile?
Smile. So now the onions have finished cooking, and this is what they should look like. They're slightly golden, caramelized, and a little bit sweet. So we're going to add them to the beans. So add them all in there. And cook on medium heat, uncovered, for another 40 minutes. And you can stir occasionally if you want to.
We're finished with the beans, and now we're going to prep some plantains and serve it to Ross. Let him take a taste of it.
And Ross is my brother.
Typical Belize dish, okay? And Ross is Charis's brother.
What? You just walked in.
Hi, it's Charis and Ruby. We're back, and now we're going to be making fried plantains, a recipe from my cookbook, Cook Your Way Through the SAT. It's actually in the appetizer portion of my book, and it goes really well with Ruby's Belizean red beans. So now let's get started. So what we have here is just a pan, and I think Ruby's going to be making this one, but I'll just add the olive oil. So we have a cup of olive oil to a pan. And heat this to medium heat. And then Ruby's going to show you how to properly cut and peel a plantain. Do that again.
Slice them in slice, and then you put them in the pot. And then, but it's not hot yet, so I have to wait and give it to get a heat. Medium heat is alright, that's it, medium heat. As soon as I get medium heat, drop in the plantain and
we'll go from there.
yeah.
Because we're making this for more than 1 or 2 people, we're going to be making 2 plantains, and that's why we have half of a cup of oil. But if you were just going to be making this for 1 plantain, then just use 1/4 cup. So we add the plantains in, and we cut them on a bias or diagonal, the same thing, and cook them on each side for 2 to 3 minutes or until golden brown. You'll really know when they're done, and then we'll be back when they're ready.
Here's the next one. Yeah, you just split it down the middle, right lengthway. And then you slice it again and wait until the first batch ready, and you put in the second amount, and then do the same to it as and it's easy, you know.
Yeah.
Just like 1, 2, 3. And it's ready. Just like that.
We're just going to let these cook up, and they'll be really good with our beans. And I think we're going to serve ours with rice. Okay.
Yeah. And then could serve it with anything. Could be beans and tortilla, beans and stew beans and rice. You don't have to be together, it could be separate.
Yeah, I actually eat the beans by themselves, but that's just me.
That's just you, but I like it with something there, with flour, tortilla, or with rice. I like it together with something. So that's just it, right?
Those look good, Ruby.
Yeah. So I'll put in the second batch.
No, está bien.
Oops.
You can salt the plantains, but normally we don't really eat very much salt, so I'm not going to salt them. But you definitely can, because I think they do taste a little better with salt. Right, Ruby?
Yeah, a little bit, not much, just a little sprinkle, not much, only tip. Not too
Tip.
much. Just
That's
a
her
little
favorite
tip
one.
of salt. Nothing, if you want to, you don't have to. If you want it to, you could. But you don't have to.
I'm just going to show you a recommendation for how you could serve this. It looks really good. So I have right here my beans, and they're nicely thickened. And just serve them right over the rice. Not much. You just want them, so like most people would mix together the beans and rice, and so you don't want them to be mostly beans and then mostly rice. Just kind of even.
And then you put plantain
And then,
inside.
yeah, then we take plantains, and you could kind of just fan them across.
That is yummy. Let me try the plantain.
At least I see that somebody is eating it anyway.
The best part about this dish, I now know what cruciferous means.